Welcome to today's Lost Souls, where we bring you the most impactful and unforgettable stories from around the world. Today, we remember the lives of remarkable individuals whose legacies continue to inspire and resonate. From iconic musicians to trailblazing activists, join us as we celebrate their extraordinary contributions and bid farewell to those who have left an indelible mark on our lives. Stay tuned for a journey through their incredible stories.
Kora Sue Collins. Kora Sue Collins, one of the last surviving child stars from Hollywood's golden age, passed away peacefully at the age of 97. A symbol of innocence, charm, and early cinematic wonder, Kora captivated audiences in the 1930s and 1940s with her expressive eyes, quick wit, and heartfelt performances that left an indelible mark on film history. Her journey through the movie industry mirrored the evolution of Hollywood itself, from black and white silent reels to the golden glow of Technicolor. Born in Texas in 1927, Kora was discovered at an early age by a talent scout who saw something special in her playful energy and effortless charisma. By the time she was 6 years old, she had already secured roles in several short films. But it was her portrayal of Becky Thatcher in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, 1938, that truly catapulted her into the national spotlight. Playing opposite Tommy Kelly as Tom, Kora's innocent yet spirited performance made her a household name. Audiences across America fell in love with the little girl who seemed to step straight out of Mark Twain's pages. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, she starred in a string of beloved films, often portraying sweet, sincere characters who won over hearts with a simple smile. Despite her young age, she worked alongside some of Hollywood's biggest legends, gaining respect for her discipline on set and her natural acting talent. Yet even in an industry notorious for pushing children too far, Kora remained grounded, largely thanks to her parents, who kept a watchful eye on her well-being. As she grew older, Kora chose to step away from the limelight, turning down more roles in favor of a quieter, more private life. She returned to Texas, pursued an education, and eventually became a teacher. For decades, many of her students never even knew their kind. Gentle Teacher had once been a film star, lighting up silver screens across the nation. Later in life, Kora embraced her legacy, appearing at film retrospectives and festivals, where she spoke about her experiences during Hollywood's golden age. She was candid about both the magic and the pressures of child stardom, offering a rare and authentic glimpse into a bygone era. Fans who met her in person were always struck by how humble and warm she remained, even decades after her fame had peaked. Kora Sue Collins' life is a reflection of the enduring power of early cinema. She brought joy to millions in her youth and wisdom, to countless others as a mentor and teacher in her later years. Her image will forever live on in classic film reels, but it's her grace, humility, and resilience that will be remembered most. Andy Paley. Andy Paley, the multifaceted musical genius whose career spanned rock, pop, television, and film, has passed away at the age of 71. Known as a producer, composer, singer, and songwriter, Andy was a force in the music industry who seamlessly moved between genres, collaborating with some of the biggest names of the 20th and 21st centuries. His deep understanding of melody, arrangement, and sonic emotion made him a treasured figure behind the scenes of many iconic tracks and scores. Born in 1952 in Maine, Andy's passion for music was evident from a very early age. Alongside his brother Jonathan, Andy formed the Paley Brothers, a power pop duo that gained cult status in the 1970s. Though their discography was modest in size, it was full of energy and melody that embodied the heart of American rock pop during that era. Their harmonies, inspired by classic 60s pop and punk edge, made them stand out in the fast-changing musical landscape of the time. However, it was Andy's later work as a producer and composer that truly cemented his legacy. His collaborations read like a who's who of music royalty: Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, Madonna, K.D. Lang, Jerry Lee Lewis, and even the Ramones. Andy had a rare gift, the ability to bring out the best in the artists he worked with, shaping sound without overshadowing the soul behind it. His long-running collaboration with Brian Wilson in particular was legendary. Together, they created new works that echoed the classic spirit of the Beach Boys while introducing fresh emotional depth. Beyond the world of records, Andy Paley also left a powerful mark on television and film. He composed music for hit shows and movies, including SpongeBob SquarePants, The Ren and Stimpy Show, and Disney projects, effortlessly blending quirky charm with heartfelt tones. His music had a magical ability to connect with all ages, and his compositions helped shape the emotional rhythm of stories in ways that viewers often felt but never fully realized. Those who knew Andy personally often spoke of his kindness, humility, and encyclopedic knowledge of music history. Despite working with some of the world's most famous stars, he remained approachable, grounded, and fiercely devoted to the art of music. He was the kind of person who could sit at a piano in a small room and make it feel like a concert hall filled with heart. Andy Paley's passing is a profound loss to the world of music, yet his influence will continue to echo in the sounds he helped create. From the bright harmonies of his early pop days to the beloved scores of modern animation, Andy gave the world not just music, but memories. Colin Smiley Peterson. Colin Smiley Peterson, the original drummer of the Bee Gees and a former child star of Australian cinema, passed away peacefully in his sleep on November 18, 2024, at the age of 78. A multifaceted talent, Peterson's contributions to music and film left an indelible mark on both industries. Born Frederick Colin Peterson on March 24, 1946, in Kingaroy, Queensland, Australia, he earned the nickname Smiley after starring in the 1956 film Smiley, which brought him early fame as a child actor. His early exposure to the arts paved the way for a diverse and impactful career. Peterson's musical journey began in earnest when he joined the Bee Gees in 1966, becoming the first non-Gibb member of the band. His drumming was instrumental in shaping the group's early sound, contributing to classic tracks like Massachusetts, To Love Somebody, and Words. He played on several of their formative albums, including Bee Gees' first, Horizontal Idea, and Odessa. Despite his success with the Bee Gees, Peterson's tenure with the band ended in 1969 due to managerial disputes and creative differences. After departing, he co-founded the band Humpy Bong and later managed solo artist Jonathan Kelly. In the 1970s, Peterson returned to Australia, where he pursued painting and occasionally acted, maintaining a low profile while continuing to influence the arts. In 2019, Peterson reconnected with his musical roots by joining the Bee Gees tribute band Best of the Bee Gees. Initially hesitant, he was moved by the band's authenticity and the audience's warm reception, leading him to embrace his legacy and share his experiences with new generations of fans. Peterson is survived by his ex-wife, Joanne Newfield, and their two sons, Jaime and Ben. His passing came just 4 days after the death of fellow Bee Gees drummer Dennis Bryan, marking a poignant moment for fans of the iconic band. Colin Smiley Peterson's life was a tapestry of artistic endeavors, from the silver screen to the rhythm of rock music. His contributions continue to resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of creativity and the arts. Jae Rim. Jae Rim, the charismatic South Korean actor and model known for his versatility and quiet intensity, passed away on November 12, 2024, at the age of 39. His sudden death in his Seoul apartment sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and among fans worldwide. Authorities reported no signs of foul play and confirmed that a note was found at the scene. Born on February 18, 1985, in Daehak-dong, Seoul, Jae Rim grew up in modest circumstances. He began working at a young age to support his family, eventually enrolling in Chunggang University to study electrical engineering. However, his passion for the arts led him to the world of modeling, where he graced the runways for top designers like June, Jae Rim, and Ha Sang-baek, and appeared in esteemed publications such as Vogue Girl Korea and Bazaar Korea. Transitioning into acting, Song made his film debut in 2009 with Actresses. He gained widespread recognition for his role as the stoic royal guard, Woon, in the 2012 historical drama, Moon Embracing the Sun. His portrayal captivated audiences and marked the beginning of a prolific acting career. Song's filmography is diverse, encompassing various genres and characters. He appeared in dramas such as 2 Weeks, 2013, Unkind Ladies, 2015, Our Gap Soon, 2016 to 2017, Secret Mother, 2018, and Clean with Passion for Now, 2018 to 2019. In 2019, he took on the role of orchestra conductor Nam Joo-won in the romantic thriller I Wanna Hear Your Song. His final performances included roles in Queen Wu and the action comedy film Get Rich, which entered post-production in September 2024. Beyond scripted television, Song showcased his genuine personality on the reality show We Got Married in 2014, where his on-screen chemistry with actress Kim So-eun endeared him to fans. Song Jae Rim's untimely passing has reignited conversations about the pressures faced by entertainers in South Korea. His death is a poignant reminder of the importance of mental health awareness and support within the industry. He is survived by his younger sister, Sue Rim. Song's legacy endures through his memorable performances and the impact he made on fans and colleagues alike. His talent, warmth, and dedication to his craft will not be forgotten. Donaldson. Lou Donaldson, the legendary alto saxophonist, affectionately known as Sweet Papa Lou, passed away on November 9, 2024, at the age of 98. A pivotal figure in the evolution of jazz, Donaldson's career spanned over 7 decades, during which he masterfully bridged the realms of bebop, hard bop, and soul jazz. Born on November 1, 1926, in Baden, North Carolina, Donaldson was introduced to music early on by his mother, a classical pianist and music director. He began his musical journey playing the clarinet and later transitioned to the alto saxophone during his service in the U.S. Navy during World War II. It was during this time that he was exposed to the burgeoning bebop scene, particularly influenced by the revolutionary sounds of Charlie Parker. After the war, Donaldson immersed himself in the vibrant New York jazz scene. He collaborated with luminaries such as Milt Jackson, Thelonious Monk, and Art Blakey, contributing to seminal recordings that would define the hard bop era. His association with Blue Note Records led to a prolific output, including classics like Blues Walk, 1958, and Alligator Boogaloo, 1967, the latter becoming a defining track of the soul jazz movement. Donaldson's music was characterized by its bluesy undertones, melodic clarity, and rhythmic groove. He had a unique ability to infuse traditional jazz with elements of gospel, R&B, and funk, making his sound both accessible and sophisticated. His recordings have been widely sampled by contemporary artists, bridging generations and genres. Beyond his recordings, Donaldson was known for his engaging stage presence, often peppered with humor and storytelling. He mentored numerous young musicians, leaving an indelible mark on the jazz community. His contributions were recognized with his induction into the International Jazz Hall of Fame in 1996 and being named an NEA Jazz Master in 2013. Donaldson retired from performing in 2018 but remained a revered figure in jazz circles. He is survived by his daughter Carol, his wife Maker Neil Turner, and daughter Lydia Tut-Jones predeceased him. Lou Donaldson's legacy is one of innovation, mentorship, and a profound love for music. His soulful saxophone melodies continue to inspire and resonate, ensuring his place in the pantheon of jazz greats. Tony Todd. Tony Todd, the towering actor whose voice and presence have left an indelible mark on the world of horror and cinema, passed away on November 6, 2024, at the age of 69. He was widely known for his portrayal of the haunting character in Candyman, a role that transcended the genre and made him a beloved figure in both horror and mainstream entertainment. His deep, commanding voice and ominous presence brought a unique energy to his roles, making him a favorite among fans and filmmakers alike. Born on December 4, 1954, in Washington, D.C., Tony Todd grew up with a love for storytelling. He honed his skills as a student at the University of Connecticut and later trained at prestigious institutions, including the Eugene O'Neill National Theater Institute. It was during these formative years that Todd's passion for acting truly flourished, setting him on the path to Hollywood stardom. His big break came in 1992 when he was cast as the titular Candyman, a role that would go on to define much of his career. The film, directed by Bernard Rose and written by Clive Barker, introduced Todd's chilling portrayal of Daniel Robitaille, the vengeful spirit with a tragic backstory. Todd's performance was both terrifying and sympathetic, elevating the film to a status of cult classic in horror. His commanding voice and memorable lines in the film made Candyman one of the most iconic horror villains of all time, a testament to Todd's ability to evoke deep emotional responses from his audience. Beyond Candyman, Todd's career spanned multiple successful projects, both in film and television. He appeared in films such as Night of the Living Dead, 1990, The Rock, 1996, and the Final Destination series. His ability to move seamlessly between roles of villainy, gravitas, and tenderness showcased his range as an actor. Todd also brought his talents to the small screen, appearing in Star Trek, The Next Generation, 24, and The Flash, where he voiced the terrifying villain Zoom, further solidifying his place as a prominent figure in science fiction and action genres. In addition to his acting prowess, Todd's voice became one of his most recognizable features. His deep, gravelly tone found a home in animated series and video games, where he voiced memorable characters like Venom in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Darkseid in the DC animated universe. His voice work brought him recognition beyond his physical acting, and he became a sought-after talent in the world of animation. Tony Todd was more than just an actor. He was a force in the industry, known for his dedication to his craft and his mentorship to younger actors. His work will continue to inspire generations to come, ensuring that his legacy as a master of both horror and drama endures. David Lynch. David Lynch, the visionary filmmaker whose surreal and haunting works redefined the boundaries of cinema and television, has passed away at the age of 78. Known for crafting eerie dreamscapes and emotionally charged narratives, Lynch was more than a director. He was a cinematic poet whose work inspired generations of storytellers and left an indelible mark on art and culture. Born in Missoula, Montana, David's early life was shaped by the constant movement of his family across the United States. He often spoke of an idyllic 1950s Americana that would later contrast starkly with the dark undercurrents present in his films. His fascination with the duality of human nature, with beauty and darkness intertwined, became the foundation of his creative voice. Lynch burst onto the scene with his 1977 debut feature Eraserhead, a film that shocked, baffled, and amazed audiences. Shot in black and white over several years, it introduced the world to Lynch's signature style: intense visuals, abstract symbolism, unsettling sound design, and a deep exploration of psychological fears. He went on to direct critically acclaimed films like The Elephant Man, Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, Mulholland Drive, and Lost Highway. Each film was a plunge into the subconscious, often blurring the line between reality and dream, beauty and horror. Mulholland Drive in particular is hailed as one of the greatest films of the 21st century, a haunting Hollywood mystery that lingers in the minds of viewers long after the credits roll. But perhaps his most widely known contribution to popular culture was the cult television series Twin Peaks. Premiering in 1990, it broke all conventions of what a TV show could be. With its quirky characters, mysterious plot lines, and chilling undertones, Twin Peaks became a cultural phenomenon and set the stage for the golden age of prestige television. Despite his fame, Lynch remained an enigmatic and humble figure. He was also a painter, musician, and devoted practitioner of transcendental meditation, which he credited for much of his creative clarity. In interviews, he often spoke in metaphor and mystery, preferring audiences to interpret his work on their own. David Lynch didn't just make films, he made feelings, dreams, and experiences. He gave us stories that couldn't be neatly explained because life itself is not neat. His passing marks the end of an era, but his legacy will forever ripple through film, art, and the very way we dream. Nana Caymmi. Nana Caymmi, one of Brazil's most beloved and powerful voices in music, has passed away at the age of 83. Known for her deep, expressive vocals and the emotional richness she brought to every performance, Nana was more than just a singer. She was the soul of Brazilian music for generations. Born into the legendary Caymmi family in Rio de Janeiro, Nana was destined for greatness. Her father, Dorival Caymmi, was a towering figure in Brazilian music, and her brothers Dori and Danilo also made names for themselves. But even in such a musically gifted household, Nana stood out. Her voice carried an aching depth, a raw beauty that could stop listeners in their tracks. Whether she was singing a samba, a bossa nova ballad, or a traditional Brazilian tune, her delivery felt intimate, like she was singing directly to your heart. Despite growing up in a musical family, Nana's path to success wasn't always smooth. She faced personal and professional struggles early in life, including a difficult first marriage and a brief retreat from music. But her passion never faded. In the 1970s, she made a triumphant return to the stage, embracing the Brazilian popular music MPB movement and reestablishing herself as one of the genre's most powerful voices. Her performances on iconic albums such as Se Queres Saber and A Noite do Meu Bem earned her critical acclaim and a loyal fan base that stretched across the globe. Nana's artistry was always defined by emotional authenticity. There was something about the way she delivered a lyric, aching yet controlled, sorrowful yet dignified, that resonated deeply with listeners. She never rushed a phrase. She allowed every note to breathe. Her music felt timeless, existing beyond trends or borders. In her personal life, Nana was fiercely private, yet deeply devoted to her family. Friends and collaborators spoke of her sharp wit, her stubbornness, and her unwavering commitment to quality in music. She wasn't interested in commercial fame. For her, the power of music was sacred. It was a form of expression, of healing, of truth. Nana Caymmi's passing marks the end of an era in Brazilian music. Her voice, however, will live on in countless recordings and in the hearts of those who found comfort, power, and passion in her songs. Her legacy is one of resilience, depth, and undeniable artistry. Leslie Charleson. Leslie Charleson, a cherished figure in American television history and best known for her iconic role as Dr. Monica Quartermain on General Hospital, has passed away at the age of 79. With a career that spanned over 5 decades, Leslie wasn't just a star. She was a beloved fixture in the living rooms of millions who followed her dramatic journey through love, loss, and triumph on daytime television. Born in Kansas City, Missouri, Leslie discovered her passion for acting at a young age. She made her television debut in the 1960s and quickly found a place in soap operas, which at the time were becoming daily rituals for countless viewers. Her early roles on Love is a Many-Splendored Thing and other dramas established her as a rising talent with grace, depth, and undeniable presence. But it was in 1977 when she joined General Hospital that Leslie Charleson became a household name. As Monica Quartermain, she portrayed a brilliant cardiologist with a fiery personality and a complicated past. For decades, she brought nuance to the role, tackling storylines that range from medical emergencies and romantic entanglements to family tragedies and personal redemption. Her portrayal was so compelling that she became one of the longest-serving cast members in the show's history. Leslie's performance as Monica wasn't just entertainment, it was deeply human. She showed the vulnerabilities behind strength, the sorrow behind ambition, and the love that endured through the chaos of life. Her fans saw more than a character. They saw themselves, their struggles, their hopes. Leslie's ability to make Monica real, flawed, and admirable is what kept audiences invested for over 45 years. Off-screen, Leslie was known for her kindness, professionalism, and dedication to her craft. Fellow cast members often spoke of her warmth and her generosity with newer actors. She was a mentor, a friend, and a quiet leader who helped set the tone behind the scenes on one of television's most enduring series. In her later years, though her appearances became less frequent due to health issues, Leslie remained a beloved figure within the soap opera community. Fans rallied around her during absences, and each return to the screen was met with an outpouring of love and nostalgia. Leslie Charleson's legacy is etched not just in the history of daytime TV, but in the hearts of viewers who grew up watching her. She was a storyteller, a trailblazer, and a constant reminder that strength and vulnerability can coexist beautifully. Her passing leaves a void, but her performances will live on for generations to come.